Okay, so it's Lead Gen 101-2, talking about the 33 touch campaign. That's right, I said it. Touching your people 33 times in 1 year is really getting a chance to interact with them about your business and their situation in their lives and their friends' lives, and develop the kind of real relationship it takes to be successful in this business with a lot of people. So let's jump in and get started here. 33 touches: calls, text, direct messages, notes, letters, emails. This is part of 30 Days to Greatness with Red Door. I'm your Paul Curtis, your host and trainer. Okay, so this is where we start doing. And keep saying it. The only thing that matters is what you do. Doesn't matter what you think about doing, how you feel about what you're doing. I mean, it matters in so much as it affects what you do. But beyond that, the only thing that moves the needle is doing. Doing's the only thing that will make a difference. So we start generating leads first by reaching out to our peeps. Those who already know, like, and trust us are the obvious starting place. Now, this is basics, right? This is 30 Days to Greatness, based on the idea that doing the basics over and over with excellence is what leads to greatness. Now, there's more to lead generation than what I'm laying out here, but this is the starting point. And it's not just the starting point because the others are too complicated for you. It's the starting point because it is fundamentally the thing that makes you great, is being able to talk to your people about the real estate business and their goals. So you put together a spreadsheet of everyone from every corner of your life, and you found the 50 favorite clients if you've been doing this a while already, and the 50 favorite folks if you haven't. So maybe you're new and you don't have past clients, right? But your 50 fave people. And then you also wrote down your 50 VIPs, even if it was less than 50 to start. And VIPs, some of those VIPs are people you'd like to meet and haven't yet, right? So some of those people are people that would make a difference if you had them on your list and you don't know them yet and you're looking for a chance to get to know them. Okay, anyway, now it's time to start contacting every last one of them multiple times over the next few months. And you're going to touch everyone 33 times or more in the next year. There are lots of ways to contact people. You can call them, you can text them, you can direct message them, you can write a note, a letter, an email, and we'll use all of them likely. We'll likely use all of these techniques. The question is, what will we say, right? This is what everybody, but what do I say, Paul? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's really not that hard. It really isn't at all. And we're going to talk about that. Before I answer that question, take a look at this video about why we're contacting every last one of them multiple times, okay? It matters not just what we're going to say, but the starting point for us is to get our mindset. Why are we contacting people multiple times? Check it out. Okay, so we're sitting outside the Red Door, that one right there, and we're talking about contacting all of our peeps, all of our folks, over and over and over in the next few months. And we're going to contact them with calls. We're going to contact them with text. We're going to contact them with direct messages. We're going to contact them by writing notes, writing letters, writing emails. We're going to contact them. And in a little while, we're going to talk about what we're going to say when we contact them. But for now, I want to talk to you about why we're contacting them. You see, in order for us to be successful in what we're doing, it's about the network. It's about knowing exactly what to say and how to say it to the people we're in contact with. It's about turning our community into contacts, our contacts into clients, our clients into contracts, our contracts into closings, and then on the other side of closings, getting back into the community by having a continued client relationship. You see, your business is a real relationship business specializing in housing. And so, contacting our folks, being in touch with people, is what we do. And why we do it is three reasons. One, two, three. Ready? The first reason is we're trying to see if they are going to be doing any real estate business in the next year. That is to say, we want them to know that we are thinking about them and that we care about what's on their mind when it comes especially to this real estate business. And how upset would you be if one of your people who you know, who knows you, decided to list their house for someone else because you didn't do what it took to stay in touch with them and let them know you were thinking about them and their real estate goals were on your mind. So the first goal when we contact somebody is to see if they're trying to do real estate business in the next 6 months to a year, or maybe next week. So you want to be on top of your people. The second thing, you're trying to find out why you're going to be contacting people multiple times over and over, not just for these next few months, but for the rest of your career, is prospecting for leads through them. Who do they know that might be looking to do real estate business in the next year, 6 months to a year, or maybe next week? Because remember those numbers we looked at? We all know 200 people, and by definition, then everyone you know knows 200 people. Well, 200 times 200 are 40,000 people, and 10%, according to the National Association of Realtors, are looking to move this year. That's 4,000 people that you're this close to. You remember those numbers? Well, it doesn't matter if you don't stay in touch with the 200 people you know, whether or not the people they know are fixing to move, because they're going to move by listing their home with somebody else and using a different buyer's agent to get the next place if you and I aren't in touch with our folks. So the first thing is to see if the people we're contacting are thinking about real estate, because we want them to know that they're on our mind and we want to be on their mind when it comes to real estate, right? And the second goal is to find out who do they know that might be buying or selling real estate in the next year or 6 months or next week. The third goal, the final goal on this list, is to further the relationship. I should say the real relationship. Oops, I misspoke. Our third goal is to further the real relationship. And remember, a real relationship is a little bit different because they're real. These are real relationships. We're not just calling to say, hey, you want to buy a house? Okay, bye. No, that's not what we're doing. We're calling to further our relationship with them, our real relationship with them. It's real, and it's real because they know us as a realtor. So part of what we're doing is finding out if we can be of any help to them as a professional realtor and further our relationship with them, our real relationship with them. Okay, so there's three goals. So why are we contacting them? To find out if they're going to be doing anything with real estate in the next year. To find out who they know who is going to be doing something in real estate and get the referral. And thirdly, to make sure we're furthering the real relationship with them. So next we're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to say. But that's why we're doing it. And don't lose track of that. Okay? Okay. Good talk. Okay, good talk. Hey, so I know that for lots of people, the question is, but what do I say? I feel funny calling up people until I know what it is I'm going to say, right? And so we're going to talk about that now. And those rock and roll riffs, those what people call scripts, will become really natural to you if you practice them, if you internalize them, if you use them regularly over and over again. It'll be like playing the same old song that you've played for years and years and years. So here we go. There it is. We're touching everyone in our data bank 33 times to achieve three goals. One, find out if they're thinking about doing real estate business. Two, find out who they know that is thinking about doing real estate business and get the referral. And three, to further our real relationship with them. That's why we're doing. But what do we say? That's really, really easy. On this first pass, we have the built-in excuse of getting ourselves organized, getting ourselves going. Everyone, and I mean everyone, can relate to that. We call and explain that we're working on our real estate business, and job one is having our contacts in one place and organized for once. That I'm trying to get myself together. And that sort of humility of trying to get myself together is human, and people like it. Okay. Then we ask for any missing info about them. Okay. So we have, maybe a Facebook friend where we have a way to contact them on direct message, but we don't have a phone number for them or an email or something. So we're doing this on direct message, and we're asking for the missing information about them and starting a conversation on Messenger. Remember your 5 columns. This is what you're asking about, right? The correct spelling of the first and last name, their phone number, an email address, a mailing address, and notes. That's the 5th column. So make sure you have up-to-date info for them. Ask even when their birthday and anniversary are if they're married. And then ask this question. Ready? This is the rock and roll riff number 1. This is the top of the hit parade. Are you thinking of making any moves with real estate anytime soon? Maybe move yourself, or even doing some investing. Okay, so that's rock and roll riff number 1. Are you thinking of making any moves with real estate anytime soon? Maybe move yourself, or even doing some investing. Pause for an answer. Don't just keep talking. Have them give you an answer, okay? And then wait for an answer. They may have something on their mind that they haven't said out loud to anyone yet. You might get the breaking news if you're patient. It's not like people get asked this particular question every day. They may have for the past year been thinking about doing something with investing, or firing the landlord and finally buying their first home, or thinking about, this is my chance to get that bigger house. I've been stuck in this house for a lot longer than I intended to be, and I meant to move up a while ago. Or they could be thinking, well, the truth is the youngest is in college now, and this is way more house than I need, and it's kind of getting on my nerves to have to keep up with it all, right? Like, this could be going on in their head, and no one asked them. So wait for an answer. You might get the breaking news. If they say they aren't thinking about moving or doing anything with investing, ask them if you can put them on your market update rotation so they get the relevant updates about their market. Before they answer, ask them if they would prefer the updates monthly, quarterly, or every 6 months, right? So they say, no, I'm not interested in moving, and real estate investing is not my thing. That's great. Listen, I'd like to can I put you on my monthly not monthly, sorry. Thanks. Can I put you on my market update rotation? It's a great tool I use to keep people up to date with their markets. Would you prefer to be on it monthly, quarterly, or just every 6 months? Now, if they happen to say monthly, they're thinking about it more than they're letting on. Nobody wants a monthly update on the real estate market who isn't kind of thinking about, maybe selling or buying or something. So stay in touch. Invite them to grab a coffee or drink sometime, stay in touch. By the way, notice they don't get to say no as an option. No, I don't want you to put me on the rotation of market updates. See, you've assumed the answer to the one question is a yes, and you're setting out to further your real relationship with them by providing them with professional realtor services, okay? So don't let them tell you no. Don't pause for a no. Just tell them, hey, can I put you on my market update rotation? Would you prefer being on it? Would you prefer monthly updates, quarterly updates, or maybe just every 6 months? And what you're doing is providing for them really valuable information so they know what's going on with the market they're in. And that can make a big difference to them at some point, but it certainly is establishing you as a realtor, not just a friend of theirs. All right, so that's really important. All right, after this interaction, ask them who they know that's thinking about making a move regarding real estate business in the next year. Give them memory cues by saying maybe someone at work, in your family or friends, or even a neighbor. So notice you're not asking, do they know someone? Rather, you're asking who they know. The reason is because the human brain is lazy. If you ask it a yes or no question, it will choose no because it can be done at that point, right? Ask an open ended question that makes it work for an answer because you want them to access the files of their brain and make, wait, there was that one person. Oh, you know what? The woman at work was talking. See, don't give them a chance to just go, no, I don't know anybody. So after you ask, be silent. Let the silence work. So let them access parts of their brain to find an answer for you, okay? Just who do you know that might be looking to buy or sell real estate in the next year or so? Like you're waiting for an answer, see? Silence. Get them to actually think about it. And you say, maybe someone from work or maybe church or friends, family, or a neighbor or something. And you're just kind of waiting for an answer, see? Now, when they give you the name of someone, ask for their contact info and permission to reach out to them. If they can't come up with anyone, ask them this question. Oh, that's fine. I get it. But if you did know someone looking to buy real estate, would you be comfortable referring them to me as your realtor? And silence, right? That's a scary question because what if they say no? No, I'm not comfortable referring you as my realtor. They probably won't say no, even if they wouldn't refer you. Probably they'll just be polite and, oh, yeah, 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 whatever, and lie to your face. But if they did say no, you want to know why. See, see if their mother-in-law is a realtor and it would crush every holiday going forward if they didn't give their referrals to her. You need to know that because you're wasting your energy trying to get referrals from someone that will never give you referrals. Or worse yet, they say, yeah, no, I'm not comfortable referring you because frankly, I think you're an idiot. Well, that would be a real kind of awkward moment, wouldn't it? But the point is, you don't want to waste your time trying to, get referrals from somebody who is clearly a no. So ask them. And by the way, they're that awkwardness also gets them to go, yeah, of course I would. Sure, I'd be happy to. So end the call telling them you really appreciate them because you really need help with your business and it means a lot to you. That people want to help you. It makes us all feel better about ourselves when we help each other, okay? So you're doing them a favor when you help them find ways to help you. Really, it's true. The human being has evolved in community, and having a place in that community and something to offer that community is deep, deep wired in our psyche. And so when part of the community needs help, namely you and I, and we say we need help with our business, they're happy to help. People like to help. And helping others makes our lives better. So ask them for help. That vulnerability that asking for help shows also makes you more likable. They say, oh, yeah, I'd be glad to help you. That makes them feel good about themselves. And it makes you more likable that you have need of a little help. Now end the call with small talk and ask them if there's anything they need and how you can help them. If they come up with something, how you can help them, jump on helping them. It'll make your life better and it'll make your real relationship a lot better as well. There you go. We're reaching out to see if they're thinking of making a move, find out who they know that is making a move, and to further our real relationship with them. It's not that hard. We're doing all that by asking for their updated info, whether or not they're moving, how often they want market updates, who they know that is moving, if they would feel comfortable referring you, and what you can do for them. That's the way to start hitting your numbers. 33 touches. Calls, texts, direct messages, notes, letters, and emails all should follow these same 3 goals. So it's really not scary. It's not hard. It's all very doable. What to say is pretty straightforward, I think. And I want to show you just sort of a sample one last time before we're out of here, okay? Check this out. So we've been talking about what to say when you get people on the phone, or you have a chance to see them somewhere in a one-on-one, or even you just run into them in the street, you know. But here's a sample of a call, and I'm doing it standing up because standing up gives you a little more energy, I think. Really, it does. And then I'm doing it with a little smile on my face, right? So it's like, hey, this is Paul. How's it going? Good, good. Listen, hey, I've been working on taking my business to the next level, and one of the things is just staying organized and getting organized. So I'm calling everybody just to make sure I have the right contact information. Obviously, I got the right phone number because you're talking to me. Yeah. And what's the best email for you? Okay, yeah, that's the one I have, and the mailing address, because I want to put you on the holiday cards. You know, just trying to do the right thing. Yeah, make sure I stay in touch. Okay, and the zip. Good. And then I'm also, speaking of holiday cards, trying to get serious about birthday cards. What's your birthday? And oh, okay, yeah, you're a Leo like me. And then anniversary. Thanks, I appreciate it. That helps me just kind of be up to date with all my contact information. Hey, while I have you, let me ask you this: are you, by any chance, thinking about a move in the next year or so? Are you doing anything with real estate business, either moving or doing any kind of investments? Yeah, no, I mean, you don't have to move. I was just wanted to make sure. If you were, you know, I knew about it because I want to make sure I'm there to help. Okay, cool. And who do you know that might be? Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Hey, hold on just a second. And I'd like to send you some market updates to keep in touch. Would you prefer those monthly, quarterly, or maybe twice a year? They're good to help you understand what's happening in your market with your house. Okay, quarterly. Yeah, no problem. Either way, I mean, it can go either way. Good. And then who do you know that could be thinking about moving in the next year or so? Anyone come to mind from work or your friends, family, neighbors, anybody? Yeah? No, I appreciate it. Can I get their information, their contact information from you, and just reach out to them just to be in touch? Would that be okay? Or alternatively, if they don't know anybody. Well, if you did know somebody, would you be comfortable referring me as your realtor to them so I could help them? Great, I appreciate it. I really do. And, you know, the truth is, my business is really to be as helpful as I can to people, but I need help. And so I really appreciate your willingness to be that kind of help. I do. I thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And let me know, is anything I can do for you? What's going on in your life? Is there anything I can help with? Because I'd be glad to. Okay, well, listen, thanks. I appreciate it. And I'll stay in touch, okay? All right, have a great one. So that's the basic script, right? It's not a scary, scary thing. It's reaching out to people who you already know, who already know you, and having some conversation that is about real estate because you're a realtor and you need a real relationship with your people. Okay, go get them. Tag, you're it. Okay, there it is. 33 touches over a 12-month period. Now, we're going to talk more about that later, but it needs to start now. You've got a time blocked schedule. You've got some uh, contact information in a spreadsheet. So go Start touching them. That's the script. Go get them.